Today we'll be talking to Siddarth Upadhya, who will tell us how consumers are moving to online shopping and what are the trends that you have noticed.
Okay, hello, Sean. Firstly, thanks for taking up this opportunity to help out students who are going through the lockdown and a career. The way things are moving forward, it seems doubtful whether colleges are going to reopen, schools are going to reopen for the students. So, providing them career advice at this stage is very critical than at any other given point of time. So, firstly, I thank you for taking up this opportunity. And moving to your question, the online sales has gone tremendously up when compared to what it was a couple of years ago. This is predominantly because of the crisis that we are going through and people not wanting to, get in contact with another human being to prevent the germs from flowing forward. So there has been about a little more than 50 to 60% increase in the online sales growth when compared to the previous years as such. So this impacts everybody, right? So usually when customers go to retail markets, the retail guys, there is a balance between the sales that happens between the retail market and the online market. So right now over here, the online market has superseded the sales market, which is there as a store. So definitely, I think one of the sectors that have excelled in terms of the COVID-19 has been the online market, and we are glad to capitalize on this opportunity.
Right. So have you done any online courses?
Not really. I haven't been through any normalized courses. So usually, to put it in a simpler manner, I've done my engineering in electronics and communication, and post that I have started working at Amazon. And basically, what it means to say is we are working on quite a few number of projects and quite a few number of sellers, and we tend to analyze data as to how things go forward. And there's something called as trend analysis, right? So that
Yeah.
is something that we do to extrapolate the information that the seller has given today to compare him with what he's going to do tomorrow versus what he was doing on yesterday. So this is something where you work on a specific vendor as such and provide him end-to-end support for doing whatever he wants to do in the future, like whatever minimal doubts that he has, whatever is his area of request that he needs to gain more information on. We help him on that, and we analyze how his trend goes forward and see if he provides any risk to the platform as such, if he's violating any policies and code of conduct. So this is what we do at Amazon. Apart from looking into the sales volumes and all that stuff, this is so every company is a customer driven, customer oriented company. So the motto of Amazon as such is to be the earth's most customer centric company in the entire world. So we strive to achieve all those things with a lot of principles with every employee.
Great. So what advice would you give students who want to pursue a career in the e-commerce industry?
Okay. So e-commerce industry is a vast industry which is opening up to the global market right now. So every individual who has an acumen for coding and building up an entire ecosystem as such is capable of getting into the e-commerce industry. And it's all about maintaining discipline, having a proper ecosystem, a platform on the HTTPS internet that you may call, and having dealership with a lot of vendors to come on in and making their products visible so that it's viable for all the community to get into the website and have a look at them. So this students, the students who are graduating right now or in the next 10 to 15 years have a vast scope looking at e-commerce sector alone. In India, right now, if you take, there are around three or four of them, such as Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, and all of them. And it does not necessarily have to be all of these. We can consider, the Swiggy, Zomato, Big Basket, and all of them to be a part of e-commerce as well, because they do delivery, they do listing of a lot of restaurants, supermarkets as such, and it's again a B2C, business to consumer oriented market over here. So in a business to consumer, any business to consumer oriented market has all the capability of moving from a retail store to an online platform. So looking at where we were 20 years ago versus where we are today, and extrapolating the same information about 20, 25 years down the line to somewhere around today, we are in 2020, extrapolating it to 2035 or 2045. I think where we are today will is only like about 15% of where we will be 20 years down the line. So e-commerce as a sector is going to take up a vast number of space, and it's going to impact the human community culturally, because today, like in the past 50 to 100 years, we have never come across a pandemic of this scale, right? So there was nobody who, who thought that going to a supermarket or going to a mall and buying stuff, the experience of that is completely different from the experience of buying on an online store. But since the previous thing that I just said has come to a standstill, and it's very hard for it to go back to where it was. So probably, not probably, definitely people are moving towards the online sector. And for basic orders, people have stopped moving to restaurants, people have stopped going outside to malls to purchase their basic necessities such as clothes or XYZ or anything as such. Everything people are ready to experiment with online. The mentality of coming to an online store has changed completely. Earlier, people used to think, what if we are not able to return this product in case we don't like it after we get it? So now every company has taken that into account, and they have regulated their laws in such a way that there is a specific number of time where you can, if you do not feel the product is suitable for you, you can change it into whatever you want to be, without having any extra incurrences in cost as such. So that's how probably the e-commerce market has changed for the community. And moving forward, they want to help out the humanity as such, in terms of preventing such type of pandemics happening over and over again, or it increasing over on a wider scale, to take out the lives that are the effect of lives that are going on right now.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the very best.
Okay, thank you, Sean, and thanks for all your viewers who have listened to this.